America is arguably one of the biggest countries in the world. It offers land and cityscapes that range from deserts to lush forests, sparkling skyscrapers to cobblestone streets. In our video today, we feature some of the most beautiful sceneries that the USA has to offer. Now, let's take a look at them. At number 10, the Grand Canyon. What can we say about the Grand Canyon that hasn't already been said? Formed over at least 5 million years ago as the Colorado River gradually cut its way through billions of years of Earth's geological history, this is perennially one of the top travel destinations in the country. And why wouldn't it be? It's dramatic and, more than anything else, totally gorgeous. And what's even better is that you can enjoy it from the top or the bottom. I would advise that you hire a donkey to help you get down to the bottom and then float along the river or marvel at its grandeur from above. Number 9. Red Rock Country, Sedona, Arizona. Ever since the early days of movies, when Hollywood was Hollywood, when it always wanted to show the unique beauty of the West, Sedona was the destination, a place that looks like no other place. Beginning with the Call of the Canyon in 1923, hundreds of movies and TV shows have been filmed in and around the town. And we fell under Sedona's spell too. And while debating our number 9 spot for this video, kept returning us for the same reason Hollywood does. The area's telegenic canyons, wind-shaped buttes, and dramatic sandstone towers embody the rugged character of the West and the central place that character holds in our national identity. There's a timelessness about these ancient rocks that fires the imaginations of all who encounter them. At number 8, the Upper Mississippi River. For our 8th place honors, we turn to an area less celebrated than others, but nonetheless packed with the unique beauty America abounds in. Its low profile makes it all the more charming. To truly appreciate the Mississippi, we leave the familiar territory of Huck and Tom and take a spin on the Great River Road as it runs alongside Old Muddy's upper reaches through Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. One of the nation's most scenic routes, it winds over hills, atop towering bluffs, and through one of 19th century's river town after another. The sights along the way read like chapters in American history. Ancient Indian burial mounds punctuate rolling parklands. Sidewheelers ply the river, and villages on either bank present fine examples of steamboat Gothic, the ornate architectural style born in the heyday of river travel. Number 7. Acadia National Park, Maine. Most iconic national parks can be found out west, but New England would never let anyone forget they harbor one as well, Acadia. Hugging the Atlantic coastline, this park is all rocky shores, granite mountain peaks, and wildlife, from white-tailed deer and bobcats to moose and peregrine falcons. Hike to Cadillac Mountain's summit, and you'll look out over Maine's rugged terrain from the highest point on the North Atlantic seaboard. At number 6, Hawaii's Na Pali Coast. At the country's extreme western edge, half a world away from the cradle of the American Revolution, we gain a flash of insight into the restlessness that drove forebears from New England to the Pacific Ocean and beyond. They pushed west in search of paradise. Amid the coral reefs, beaches, and mist-shrouded volcanoes peaks of Hawaii's oldest island, they surely found it. Along the Kalalau Trail on the Na Pali coast of Kauai, verdant mountains plunge 4,000 feet into the sparkling Pacific. A short hike inland where Hanakapiai Falls pours into a crystal pool and tropical flowers dapple the lush hillsides. The play of color and light creates the effect of an impressionist painting gone native. Number 5. North Carolina's Outer Banks. There's no place better to enjoy the windswept, pastel beauty of the eastern seaboard than North Carolina's Outer Banks. There are a string of mostly barrier islands that border most of the North Carolina coast. 2 noticeable historical events also happened on the Outer Banks, the better known of which was the Wright brothers' first successful flight in the town of Kitty Hawk in 1903. The lesser known of the two was the birth of Virginia Dare, the first child of English descendants born on the American continent. She was born at Roanoke Colony, the first English colony in 1587. Most people don't remember this colony, however, because it disappeared, leaving one of the greatest unsolved historical mysteries. Number 4. Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. There is perhaps no other bridge in the world that captures the imagination of so many people as San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, an engineering marvel and Art Deco icon. The Golden Gate Bridge does much more than connect San Francisco to Marin County. Named for the strait it spans, the 3-mile passage between San Francisco Bay and the Pacific, the bridge is a grand symbol of one of the world's most striking cities. Completed in 1937, the $35 million structure of concrete and steel embodied a city's unquenchable spirit and, by extension, the nation's. Set off by its signature orange paint job, twin 750-foot towers that seem to disappear into the heavens, and spidery cables that stretch like harp strings, the Golden Gate is unlike anything else ever built. Admired as a practical feat, the bridge is beloved as a work of art, one of the greatest the 20th century produced in any medium. Number 3. Arches National Park. Millions of years of erosion have left fascinating geological structures across most of the American Southwest, although none are quite so impressive as the stone arches at Arches National Park. The rock is all sandstone, and its orange glow that looks so different depending on the light conditions in the area. The park is located in eastern Utah, outside of Moab. Environmental conditions are still taking their toll on the arches, though, and at least 43 have fallen since 1977. And in order to limit the effects of humans, there are many arches that you can only view from far away. Number 2. The South Dakota Badlands. South Dakota is often unfairly categorized as a flyover state. However, the Badlands alone make the state worth a visit. This national park has two very different looking parts, an expansive mixed grass prairie and a rock formation where different levels of erosion have carved out pointed spires and shallow canyons to reveal differently colored stripes of sandstone. It's also an area especially rich in fossils. Fossils of all sorts of prehistoric animals have been found there, telling the story of a past with a very different climate than it is now. Number 1. The Blue Ridge Parkway. The Blue Ridge Parkway is a scenic highway originally built to connect the Shenandoah National Park to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and has been most visited unit of the National Park Service almost every year since the end of World War II. And even if you don't want to get off and hike the trails in the parks at either end of it, even a short drive on the highway will give you stunning views over the Appalachian Mountains, particularly among the Blue Ridge chain. For a really special experience, come in the fall and see the mountains lit with orange and yellows. It's like they're on fire. We hope you enjoyed our video. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. And please give us a like and share the video. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our new uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments section down below. And I'm Mickey V, and I'll see you next time.